says Israel will respond to every rocket after Gaza projectile hits south. Palestinians clash with IDF in the West Bank. US in consultations over North Korea hack response. And Polish Holocaust-themed film gets Academy Awards nomination. Shalom and welcome to the Jerusalem Post News. The top stories for December 21st. The IAF struck a Hamas cement factory over the weekend in response to a rocket from Gaza that landed in Israel on Friday. Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu addressed the attack during a Hanukkah candle lighting ceremony at the Western Wall in Jerusalem on Saturday.
ביטחון ישראל קודם לכל, ואני לא אעבור לסדר היום אפילו על ירי של רקטה אחת. ולכן חיל האוויר הגיב בתגובה על הירי, בהשמדת מפעל בטון ששימש לשיקום מנהרות שנפגעו במבצע צוק איתן. החמאס יישא באחריות לכל הסלמה שתהיה.
The rocket exploded in an agricultural field, failing to cause injuries but damaging the field. It was the third time Palestinians had fired a rocket into Israel since the truce between Israel and Hamas went into effect in August, ending a 50-day conflict. Following Israel's retaliation, which according to the Palestinian Interior Ministry caused no injuries, Hamas accused Israel of violating the ceasefire and warned that the retaliation would lead to further escalation. Israeli security forces clashed with Palestinians and pro-Palestinian activists in the West Bank on Friday. In the village of Tramusia near Nablus, where a Palestinian minister died following clashes with the IDF a week earlier, several hundred Palestinians held a commemoration march. The IDF said that 500 protesters hurled rockets at their forces and that 2 Palestinians were likely injured from riot dispersal means. In separate clashes near the West Bank city of Kalanzia, the IDF said some 50 Palestinian youths hurled rocks towards security forces. The army used riot dispersal means and said 2 Palestinians were likely injured. The Obama administration is consulting the UK, Australia and New Zealand, among other countries, in hopes of organising an international response to the cyber attack on Sony Pictures. US President Barack Obama has blamed North Korea for the devastating cyber attack on Sony, which led to the Hollywood studio cancelling the imminent release of The Interview, a comedy on the fictional assassination of North Korean leader Kim Jong-un. North Korea has said US accusations that it was involved in the cyber attack were groundless slander and has called for a probe into the incident, but the US is standing by its assertion.
We cannot have a society in which some dictator someplace can start imposing censorship here in the United States.
And 9 foreign language feature films will advance to the next round of voting for the 87th Academy Awards after 83 films were originally considered in the category. Among these is Poland's Ida, a drama about a young novitiate nun in 1960s Poland who, on the verge of taking her vows, discovers a family secret from the years of the Nazi occupation. The young woman discovers her real name is Ida and that her Jewish parents were murdered under the Nazis. And that's it for today. We'll be back tomorrow with the latest stories from Israel. Until then, shalom from the Jerusalem Post studios.